Hello artists, it's Miss Elliott again, here to do a guided drawing with you today. It's guided because I'm going to show you step by step how to draw a chameleon from our story. I hope you enjoyed the story. It's one of my favorite authors, and I like it more because of the pictures are so cool. I really like how he uses different techniques and different colors to show the story. So today we're going to draw that cute little chameleon, and then at the end you're going to get to paint it. We're going to add some leaves too to make it a little more exciting. If you don't have paint at home, don't worry about it. You could use markers or colored pencils. You could take your washable markers and add a little water to it, and it would create that watercolor effect too. I think we've done that before. But here we go. All right, so all you need right now is a piece of white paper and a pencil. You can have an eraser you can have eraser if you want. We are going to be erasing at the end after we use our marker. I also want you to have a black marker nearby to do our outline effect. All right, so we're going to start with the paper like this, and we're going to have it horizontal. You know, we don't want it vertical because our little guy stands on 4 legs, so you want horizontal to cover his whole body. His head's going to go on this side and his tail is going to go on this side. Besides the leaves, all that's going to be on our picture is our chameleon. So we want to make our chameleon really big. You don't want a teeny tiny chameleon, then you won't have anything to paint or color. All right, so the first thing we are going to do is start with the head. The head is very triangular, but it's not so pointed at the end. So we're going to first draw that. And if at any moment you need to pause the video, you can do that. All right, so we're going to draw a straight vertical line. And then we're going to come around. And he's got a little bit of a triangle, but it's a little bit curved at that part. Make sure you guys can see the pencil. Yeah, you can see the pencil good. All right, so you want to make it pretty big. All right. And you don't want to make the lines too dark. I'm making them dark so you guys could see it, but at home you want to make sure you're going to sketch them. Let me turn my paper over and show you what that means. Sketching is very light, almost that you won't be able to see it on the camera. So make sure when you're drawing, you're sketching, because I want to be able to erase my lines and not be able to see them. So be very light with your pencils today, artists. All right, then we're going to do the body. We're just going to draw a rectangle with the body. Remember, rectangle is over, down, over, down. So we're going to go straight over. Now, this little top of the part is the top of his head. Maybe like his little ear, like chameleons have that little like crest at the top of their head. So I'm going to draw a rectangle. Down, and then all the way to the bottom of the head. So start a little down from the head, over, and down, over, down. All right. All right, now we're going to do the legs. Does anybody remember how many legs that chameleon had? Hopefully you're going to say 4 if you watch that video really good. And each toe had 4 little toes on it. Each foot had 4 little toes on it. So each foot had 2 lines. So we're going to count by 4. We're going to count by 2s to know how many lines to make. So 2, 4, 6, 8. He had 4 legs and each one had 2 lines. So we're going to draw 8 lines. So count with me. 1, 2, skip a little, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then right at the end, 7, 8. So you can go the whole length of your rectangle and you're going to draw those 4 legs. Make sure you only draw 8 lines or you have too many legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So count and make sure. At the bottom of our legs, we're going to put our little foot. He has 4 toes. They almost look like a little cloud. These are not what chameleon toes actually look like. At the end, when you're done, you could look at the real chameleon video. And then you could see that his toes actually are more curled like a claw. And when he's climbing, he grabs hold of the limb like that. But we're just drawing our cartoon chameleon. If you don't like, I don't like that toe, so I'm going to do that toe over again. All right, now's the time to fix it because we're going to go over it in marker and then you won't be able to fix it. All right, so after you have your legs there, we're going to add our tail. Chameleon's tail is very important. Chameleon in the video had a very curly tail. We're not going to make it as curly. If you want to, you could always make it more curly. We're going to start by on the bottom of the rectangle, and we're going to draw a big C. Make sure you're on the bottom of the rectangle. And we're going to make a big C. All right, remember, sketch nice and light in case you don't like it. All right, and then we're going to curve it around to have the edge of the tail, almost like a little E. All right, now we have to connect it to the top part of the rectangle. This is the tail. The end goes in, and And you're going to follow it all the way around, and the tail gets bigger and bigger and bigger until you get to the top of the rectangle. Remember, artists, if you need to pause the video, you can go ahead and pause it at any time if you need some more time. We're missing one more thing, his cute little face. So we want to make sure he has an eyeball. Chameleon's eyeballs are really cool. Ours is a cartoon one, so we're just going to draw a circle and a circle inside of it. But a chameleon's eye can turn all the way around, and they actually can look at two different things at once. They can look forward and backwards at the same time. And our chameleon's so happy that you drew him today, so we're going to add a little smile onto that chameleon. All right, now once you're happy with it in pencil, I want you to take that black marker and you're going to do the outline. So make sure you don't go inside the body. Miss Elliott is just going around the chameleon, all his little toes. All his little toes 4 times. But you see, I'm not doing the lines that would be on the inside of his body, just the outside of his body. Like I took a marker and traced the whole outside of his body. Don't go up because that's on the inside of his body. Now we're going to go around to the tail. All right. Don't forget his eyeball and that little black pupil on the inside and his little smiley face. Take it nice and slow, artists. Then you're going to go through and you're going to erase all those pencil marks that are around the outside of the marker and the inside of his body. We don't want to see those lines anymore when we color. All right, we're going to add one more thing before we start coloring or painting, depending on what you do. My class used paints, but again, if you don't have paints at home, it's okay. Marker works perfectly fine. All right, so we're going to draw some leaves. I'm just going to put some leaves in the corner. Now, a leaf just looks like a little rainbow, a smaller one, not too big, just a little one, or like a happy face and a frowny face. So we're going to go over around, and we're going to go down and meet on both sides. And you can make them any as big as you want or as skinny as you want. You can have a skinny leaf so it fits on the paper. But I like looking at putting them right in the corner because it adds a little to our artwork. Remember, leaves always have those lines on the inside, so you can go ahead and draw your lines. And they have those little tiny like veins that take all the nutrients into the leaf, and that's why the leaf stays green. That's why when they fall off, they turn color because they're losing all those nutrients. If you want to, you can add some more leaves. Oh, you know what? I think I'm going to add some leaves over here because it looks a little empty. If you look on your paper and there's any emptiness, you can add some leaves. You could also add, some of my artists wanted to add a little branch. So I'm not going to be upset by that. If you want to put him on a branch, you're more than welcome to. He's sitting on a little branch in the tree. All right, if you want to. You don't have to add it if you want to. I do want you to practice drawing a couple leaves though. Now it is time to color. And just like the book says, they change color all the time. So you can pick any color. And since our chameleon is cartoon, you could even make it rainbow if you want to. All right, artists, have fun coloring. I can't wait to see your colorful chameleons. Don't forget to sign your art. You can put your name at the corner. Miss Elliott does a signature, but you can just put your name just so you remember when it's from. All right, guys, bye. Hope you enjoy the videos and have fun.